In this lecture, we are going to implement the get all messages functionality. So basically, we want to fetch all the messages between the logged in user and the selected user, and we want to display it in the chat area. So let's go to VS Code, and the first thing which we are going to do is let's go to this message.js file. There, let's create one more function for making an API call to get all messages. Let's call it get all messages, and here we are going to make a get request, and we are going to make a get request to get all messages API. So let's go to Postman. There, let me open this get all messages request, and from there, let's copy the API endpoint. So it is API slash messages slash get all messages. Let's go ahead and let's specify that. And here what we will do is I'll use backticks, and in that I'm going to specify the API endpoint. Now why I have used backticks here is because here we are also going to specify the route parameter. So here with the request, we are also going to pass the chat ID as the route parameter, and we are going to get this chat ID as an argument to this function. Okay, so here it should be slash and not backslash. All right, and with this request, we are not going to send any payload, any request body. All right, so this is our function. Let's save the changes here. Next, let's go to chat component, and there I'm going to create a new state. So let me copy this line, let's paste it here, and let's call this state all messages. And then we're also going to create a set all messages state updating function. And initially, let's say this all messages is an empty array. Next, let's go ahead and let's create a function from where we are going to call this get all messages function. So for that, what I'll do is I'll copy this function here. Okay, let's paste it here. Let's call it get all messages. Okay, or maybe get messages. And here we don't need to create this variable. Let's remove it. Here we are going to make a request to get all messages. And in order to use this get all messages function, we also need to import it from message.js file. And to that, we need to pass the chat ID. Now, which chat ID do we want to pass here? We want to pass the chat ID of the selected chat. So here let's pass selected chat dot underscore ID. And here, before sending the request, we want to show the loader, and after we have received the response, we also want to hide the loader. And if the response is successful, we want to set this all messages state. For that, we are going to use this set all messages state updating function. So we want to set that all messages state with the response body. So here we can say response dot data. So in the response data, we are going to receive an array of all the messages, and we want to update this all messages with that response data, with that array of all the messages. So this function is basically going to call this all messages function, which is going to make an API call to get all messages. Now from where we are going to call this get all messages function? For that, we are going to write a use effect here for this component. And to use this use effect, we are going to import it from React. There, let's pass a callback function. And let's also specify the second argument where we can specify all the dependencies. So here what we want is we want this use effect callback function to run every time when the selected chat changes. Okay, so it should run when this component gets loaded for the first time, and then it should also run whenever the selected chat changes. Inside that function, we are going to call this get messages function. And with this, let's now go to our application and let's test from here if a request to get all chats API is getting sent or not whenever we select a new chat. So here, let me go and let me open the network tab. Let's clear everything here. And when I select a new chat here, you see the request to get all messages is getting sent. And here we can see this message fetched successfully. Success is true. And in the data, it is an empty array. Now, why is that? That's because there is no message for the chat between John and Steve. But there are messages for the chat between John and Mary. So if I select Mary Jane here, then let's select this request. And in the response, you will see that here also I can see that the data is empty. But in this case, we should have some messages because we sent some chat for Mary from John Smith account. Let me select Mark Watt. So all these three requests, in the data, we are not receiving any messages. Let's do one thing. Let's refresh the page first. Let me clear everything here. And now let's select Mary Jane. And still the data is empty. So let's do one thing. Let's go to Postman and there let's check if this get all messages API is working or not. There we are going to update this chat ID. So the chat ID here ends with 99A651C. This chat ID also ends with 99A651C. So let's send a request with this chat ID. And in the response, we don't have anything. Let's see if with this chat ID, do we have any messages or not. Let's go to Compass here in the messages collection. Let's see if there is any chat ID. All right, here if you notice, we don't have a chat ID property here. We have the sender, we have read, we have text, but we don't have any chat ID here. Let's go to our backend code. And in there, let's open messages.js. There we have this chat ID, right? And we are passing this chat ID, we are passing the sender, and we are passing the text. But for some reason, in Mongoose, when the chat document, the message document is getting created, we have sender, we have text, but we do not have the chat IDs. And that's why we are not getting any messages in the response. Let's see why is that. So when we are creating a message, it should be chat ID and not chat. Okay, I think because of this, we were not getting any chats. Let's save the changes now. All right, let's go to chat collection and there, let me delete all the chats. Okay, now let's go to our application. Let me close here and let's create a new chat. So here I'm going to send a message to Mary Jane from John Smith account. Let's say, hi Mary. Let's send this message. Let's go to Mongoose. Let's refresh the collection here. And now we have the chat ID. Okay, let me send one more message. How are you? Let's send this message. And let's go to Mongoose. Let's verify if the second document also contains the chat ID. It is. Now let's go back to our application. Let's go to network tab. So what I'll do is I'll refresh the page. Let me clear everything here and let's select Mary Jane. And now in the response, we should have two message objects. Now you can see we are receiving two message objects. Okay, so we are receiving an array and in that array we have two messages. Now we want to display these messages in this chat area. So these two messages are the messages sent from John to Mary. Now let's also go to Edge and from there, let's send some messages from Mary to John. So here, let's say, hi, John. I am good. How are you? So now we have messages from John to Mary and Mary to John. Now, in the next lecture, we will see how we are going to display these messages in the UI. So what we want is, first of all, let's verify that those message documents are created here. So now we have 5 message documents. 2 of the message is sent from John to Mary, and 3 of the messages is sent from Mary to John. So in the next lecture in the UI, we are going to display those messages. So the messages which is sent by the logged in user, we are going to display it in the right hand side, and the messages which the logged in user has received, we are going to display it in the left hand side. Let's see how we can do that in our next lecture. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.